Biggest challenge has always been filling the pipeline. And I know that the best way to do that is through good marketing. I'm part of a franchise, so there's a certain amount of marketing material that is provided, but I wanted to market more to my own geographical area and to the clients that I specifically work with. I couldn't get to grips with the basics of what my marketing message should be. So I was putting content out, but I didn't really feel confident that the messages were quite right. I didn't think they were terribly effective. I wasn't getting the traction that I wanted. And it was leading me to become more and more cautious and putting less and less content out. And I got to the point where I probably wasn't putting any content out at all. And I know if you do nothing, nothing happens. Cold client has taken me right back to the basics and the starting blocks, which is where I should have started right from the beginning. And the penny finally dropped about halfway through module 2, and now I find I'm creating content left, right and centre without even thinking about it. So it's taken away my fear of getting it wrong and doing more harm than good, which is where I was a couple of months ago. Biggest things that I've taken away from the cold to client program are nailing who my target clients are and why they're my target clients. So we went through the exercise and it showed me that who I thought my target clients were, in fact, is not the case. So I had one idea in my mind, but when I'd done the exercise, I could clearly see that I needed to be looking elsewhere. The second is moving from dreading to having to create content for any platform, that sinking feeling that you get, to now creating it all day, every day, and having a 90-day plan of what should go out, when, and in what format. So it's removed a massive headache for me. That was a real thorn in my side. And then the third one was optimizing my social media profiles, which has been a bonus of the Cult client. And that's a confidence thing for me. So that's being found online and knowing that all areas of the business, as people find them, have the professional look and feel that I wanted them to have, and that they're working in the background to make 10 to 2 found while I'm off doing other things. So I knew Cold to Client was going to be a commitment on my part for 6 months and that I'd see results at the end, but actually going through it, the combination of the module content, the video tutorial, the Q&A sessions and the Facebook group has really kept me focused and on track, and I'm getting results much earlier. And it really is a combination of those things. But that material means that I can refer back to it time and time and time again to make sure I'm really getting it right. Because often I do the activities and then I come away a day later and think, I can't remember what I need to go back. So because the material's all there to keep going back to, it's a real source of getting it right. But the biggest breakthroughs have come with all the examples that are provided. So not just 1 or 2 examples of how what we're learning at the time can be applied to what we're doing, but copious numbers of examples, and they're not necessarily relevant to my industry or my target client, but they've made it really easy for me to understand how it works, what I should be doing, and how to make it apply to my own clients. But the work that I've already done has had a massive impact, a really big impact. I've got complete clarity on who my best clients are and how I best help them. And I've got great content going out every day. That's a big difference on just 6 weeks ago. I've got a process in place for prospect building, and I've got more connections to see this great content that I'm going out. And I really feel that I've got under the skin of the problems that my specific clients have got in a much deeper way, and I can explain to them how I can help solve those problems. I'm very excited about the next 6 months, despite being in the middle of COVID. Say that if content creation and or marketing feels overwhelming, get on this course straight away. Do it sooner rather than later, definitely. So the barriers and the myths will all be removed, and it doesn't take that much time. It is a commitment, but it's perfectly doable. And if you're serious about growing your own business, this is by far the best thing I've done so far. Just to say that I've done lots of marketing courses before with various people, and I've never had the results that I've had from this. The others seem to have only scratched the surface, whereas you and Victoria are really digging down and taking us with you. So I love it.